We're now using the grapes that we picked. If you want to watch the video about us picking those, just click on the link above, and we'll also put a link in the description to watch the video about us picking those from our Allie's aunt's garden. Yeah, I'm smashing these grapes here, and I'm going to be boiling them all down and then filtering them and squeezing them all out so we can get a whole bunch of juice. And then we'll use that juice to make grape jelly. We've got a bunch of small kids, so we go eat a lot of sandwiches, so jelly and jam is always in high demand here in our family. So now that I've let it boil for a while, I'm actually squeezing out a bunch of the juice from all the pulp and the skins, and just kind of pouring the juice into that big bowl. I'm actually using a couple of flower vases because these bags fit nicely around them, so it just worked out nicely, so I just kept using them. And eventually I started trying to hang the bags up to let juice drain even after I had squeezed them, because I wasn't able to get all the juice out of it. And so that's why I had a second vase in the back there where I would, after I squeeze a bag, I would let it sit there and drain for a little while before I dumped the pulp out. A little bit of a process, but we got a whole bunch of juice out of these, and I was able to make a lot of jelly too. So it was a lot of fun. Now that I completely filled up that bowl full of juice, I actually went and let the juice sit in the fridge overnight, so that way all of any remaining pulp and sediment and other stuff would sink down to the bottom while it sat in the fridge. And then the next day I was able to take it out and then just basically ladle all the juice off the top, and all the pulp would sit down there on the bottom because I had plenty of time to fall out and sit and settle on the bottom. And I just had nice, clean, clear juice. So I had a recipe for how much sugar to how many cups of juice I had, but I had to measure it out as I was pouring it into this pot, so I knew how much sugar to add. And it ended up being a lot of sugar, but we had a lot of juice, and I underestimated how much sugar I'd be adding and how much volume that would add, so I had to transfer this to a bigger stock pot so it all actually fit in one go. Well, not one go, but this batch I was able to fit into one pot without it boiling over. There are a couple of different ways to make jams and jelly. Most of them involve using pectin, which kind of helps gel things up. But the recipe that I'm using didn't call for any pectin. It just, you had to add a lot of sugar and then boil it, bring it up to a certain temperature. And actually boiling that juice with the sugar dissolved in it will actually help it gel up without need of any pectin. This is our first time using this recipe, so I'm not 100% sure it's going to work, but we'll let you know. But I've got this first batch done. Now I'm just filling up more jars with the boiled pectin, or the boiled juice, and then just sealing them here in our canner. And then we just got to let them sit and gel up, and then we'll have plenty of jelly for our kids. So if this doesn't work, then I'll think of something else. It's very possible that things don't work when I'm the one in charge, so we'll see how it goes. And this is the last few jars here. Just getting them. It's just like a little half load for this canner. We started out with 2 giant bowls of grapes and made a lot of grape jelly. We ended up getting 27 pint jars and then 1 half pint jar. So it's a pretty good amount. So thanks for watching. We'd love it if you checked out some of our other videos, or left a comment or a like on this video. It definitely helps us and we appreciate it. Hopefully see you in the next video.